Are you thinking about moving to Waltham, Massachusetts? I used to live there, and in fact, I still live quite close to Waltham. My young family lived there years ago before we came out to the real suburbs, and my team member Cece still lives there. So I'm surprised that I have never thought to talk to you about how great Waltham is. So in this video, I'm going to be telling you everything you need to know about Waltham when you're considering your move to Metro West. I'm Jane. I'm a realtor in Wellesley, Massachusetts, and my channel is all about Metro West and helping people relocate to the area and figure out which community is best for them. So please subscribe as we put out a new video each week. And if you're thinking about moving, please reach out. I would be delighted to help you. I've had lots of buyers find me right here on my YouTube channel, and there's nothing I like more than to get a phone call or an email from someone saying that they've been watching my videos. So please let me know. Waltham is the largest community of all of the Metro West towns. It's actually a city of about 64,000 people. It's surrounded by towns that we've talked about: Lexington to the north, Weston to the northwest, Newton to the south, Watertown to the east. It's super convenient because you're inside the 95 belt if you're commuting to Boston, very convenient to 95 if you're going to the tech areas north or south of Boston. It's an easy ride to Boston too. So we just pulled up the map to see what the commute would look like right now. If I got in my car midday in August, it's about 20 minutes to get to downtown Boston. But there are some other public transportation options too, which is nice. You might want to bookmark this. We found a guide to Waltham communities that lays them all out, and there's a link to different communities. So for example, if you see a house that says Cedarwood location, you're like, what the heck is Cedarwood? I can tell you it's one of my favorite little communities right off Route 20 and 95, and it's little homes in a community. There's a playground, there's an association, and they have events. So there's a real community feeling. And then you'll notice other listings just will say North Appealing, North Waltham, or we're right near Brandeis College or Bentley College. But this kind of gives you a breakdown of the different communities and neighborhoods. Historically, the Waltham schools have not been as strong as the surrounding towns like Lexington, Weston, Arlington. However, they've been working very hard on making them better and stronger. And right now you get public schools get a B from niche.com. So I think that's pretty good for such a large community. Another thing to know, it's quite a diverse community, which is one of the great things about it. And as I mentioned, there's a couple major colleges which are very well respected. So you get a lot of students who come. Bentley is where my dad got his CPA degree. So there's graduate programs at both schools. So you'll see a lot of 20-somethings come for college and they stay. That gives it a real youthful vibe, lots of young people and lots of young families, a little bit of everything. One of my favorite areas is Moody Street. But during the weekends, evenings, they will actually close the street to cars, and there's a ton of restaurants all along a few blocks of Moody Street. A really great Indian market, for example. Sometimes if my husband and I have company and we don't feel like going all the way to Boston and dealing with parking, we'll take our friends to Moody Street. There's amazing restaurants, everything from Middle Eastern to a Guatemalan restaurant that we've been to, Indian, Cuban, of course, Italian. There's a tapas place. It's a really great place to stroll around, and you can relax and have a cocktail at one place, lots of outdoor seating. It was a great place to go during the pandemic, and I think that really helped them build on their outdoor experience. So it's a super fun area, and that's called Moody Street. Now, interestingly, even though it's a city and you're pretty close to Boston, Cambridge, Watertown proper, there's a lot of green space. So when my son was little, we found a lot of trails and places to go hiking and walking. One place I absolutely love is Gore Place. No surprise if you've watched my other videos, you know I'm a little bit obsessed with architecture from the turn of the century, and there's this beautiful mansion and grounds and a farm. You can rent it out for a wedding or a party, and I've gone to like events and fairs that are on the grounds. So Gore Place is a nice place to go and stroll around. Another really cool park is Prospect Hill Park, and that has shockingly good views of the Boston skyline. So it's a great place to hike and walk. Just a real gem. God, the more I talk about it, maybe I should move back to Waltham. Now, real estate values are definitely, there's a wide range of properties. There's a lot of rentals. There's a lot of condos. There's been a lot of rehabbing. There's been a lot of taking 3 families in the downtown area and converting them into flats or condos. Lots of new construction. Now we're going to jump into MLS so I can show you you some actual real estate activity. Right now it's August of 2024. We took a quick look at in the last 3 months. I'm going to show you how many things are on the market, what has closed, and kind of like a high and a low. So you'll get some idea of the wide range of properties available in Waltham. Interestingly, right now, late August of 2024, there are only 17 homes on the market in this city of over 60,000 people. Now, typically we do see a lull in August, and we're not talking about townhomes and condos, but there's certainly lots of those. So if you're interested in seeing those, let me know. But in the meantime, I'm going to show you the littlest for sale house in Waltham, which just had the price reduced to $431, but it's actually on a tiny little 3,000 square foot. It's in desirable North Waltham, and it needs work. So this will be fun. We'll look at a couple pictures. So there is a garage, always a plus. Basically no yard here though. And this baby needs a lot of love. So if you could get this in the high threes and do a little renovation, it could be cute, but that's probably not what you're looking for. So the most expensive home on the market right now is just under $2 million on a beautiful street called Irene Cir, and this is on the Weston line. Now, if you've watched other videos, you know Weston is this absolutely gorgeous, beautiful, kind of like Greenwich type of town. So this is still a small lot. It's under 10,000 square feet, but it's new construction, super funky. So I actually really like the finishes here. There's been a number of new construction builds in the last 2 years that have sold right around $2 million. So, you know, again, there's an opportunity here for somebody because it hasn't flown off the market just yet. And look how pretty this bathroom is. I love it. But we're going to go look at some actual sales because I actually think that's more useful. In the last 3 months, the lowest price sale was 32 Villa Street, which was on the market for $599.9 and it sold for $535. And I always think it's useful to look at days on market. So even in this super hot spring market, this was listed in June 19th. It was on the market for 21 days. So not every single house has multiple offers and goes wildly over asking. This one went under. Again, it needs work. So the homes that tend to go over asking are the ones in move-in, perfect, updated, HGTV worthy condition. And the homes that might languish and present an opportunity are those that need updates. So it is in Cedarwood, which was that neighborhood we were just talking about. But this is a super cute ranch, 1-story living. If you're gonna rip out a kitchen, you might as well rip out an old one. So get rid of the carpet, paint the wood, get rid of that wallpaper. You could even paint these cabinets and get a couple years out of them, just buy new appliances. So there's lots of creative ways to renovate that you don't have to, you know, sometimes people think everything has to come out and everything has to be replaced the first week you get there. But not always. But certainly you're going to want to do the kitchens and baths here. Another home in this same neighborhood is just so cool, I had to share it. It was actually a church and it sold for $1.5. And again, I'm going to give you days on market. It was on the market for a while, but that's not surprising. It was sold with an adjacent lot and it was a big piece of land and had lots of possibilities of renovation. It was a church. Now this neighborhood is walk to Route 20, which is Main Street. So you could walk to there's a Panera right nearby. There's actually Children's Hospital has a big location right up the street where my girls had their wisdom teeth pulled. Like you can get all the Boston doctors usually do a day or two there. So you get, you know, excellent Harvard level care right in this neighborhood, and it's this friendly little neighborhood with the association. So this property was unique. It was renovated as a single family, so it's kind of quirky, but fun. The angels would be on your side. I just thought that was a fun. So that sold for $1.5 and it's 4,000 square feet. A more traditional home is right near Bentley College. 14 Chatham Lane was this stunning new construction. Now, if this were in neighboring Weston, it would be $5 million. I'm not exaggerating. And here you have this, you know, very nice, large, brand new, high-end contemporary finishes, which are very popular right now. Really nicely done. I love these vaulted ceilings. I love these, just the whole look. I like the open concept. So maybe in Weston, you'd get a bigger lot for $5 million. You know, you're not going to get this level of finish is not easy to find in the neighboring towns for under $3 for sure. So that's my summary of Waltham, a city in Metro West of Boston. So if you're thinking about moving to the Waltham area or the surrounding towns, please reach out. And I have lots of videos featuring different parts of Metro West, so please check them out and reach out if you have any questions. I'll see you in the next video, and thank you as always for watching.